In the bustling world of business, great ideas are everywhere. You can walk into any coffee shop and overhear conversations about the next big thing. But what truly separates a fleeting thought from a multi-million-dollar enterprise is the unglamorous, behind-the-scenes work of due diligence. This process, research, analysis, validation, and honest assessment, transforms a hopeful hypothesis into a bankable business plan. In this chapter, we'll guide you through building your own in-house research laboratory, the single most important asset for your business. Here, every strategy, every new employee, and every market opportunity is tested before risking a single dollar. Let's get started on this journey from dreamer to data-driven CEO. Imagine your business as a high-tech research and development department. This is where you'll scientifically test every potential strategy and market opportunity. No more guessing or chasing signals. Instead, you'll become a quantitative analyst, making decisions based on hard data, not dreams. The primary tool in your lab is the strategy tester within MetaTrader 5. But before we dive in, it's crucial to reframe how you see this tool. Amateurs use it as a crystal ball, hoping for future profits. Professionals use it as a microscope, dissecting the past with precision. Our goal isn't to predict the future, but to test hypotheses and find a real mathematical edge. Future will always be uncertain, but with the right approach, we can test if a strategy has a positive statistical expectancy, a real edge, over a large sample of historical data. If we can prove this edge exists, we can build a business around it. Our central hypothesis: does the Fractal Breakout EA's core logic have a positive statistical expectancy when applied to the gold H4 market during 2020-2025? This is a clear, scientific question. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a data-driven answer. This isn't just theory, it's a hands-on workshop. Get ready to put on your lab coat and start experimenting. Every scientific experiment needs a subject. In our case, it's the Fractal Breakout EA, an expert advisor whose logic we want to test. Just as you wouldn't hire an employee without an interview, you shouldn't buy an EA without a trial. The MQL5 Markets download demo feature is your risk-free trial period. This allows you to test and analyze the EA in your lab before making any financial commitment. It's your first act of sound financial management, ensuring you only invest in strategies that pass your rigorous vetting process. Let's walk through the process. First, open your MetaTrader 5 terminal. Think of this as your corporate headquarters. Next, go to the Market tab in the Toolbox window. This is your global hearing agency filled with thousands of potential automated employees. In the search bar, type Fractal Breakout and press Enter. Browse the results, find your candidate, and click on its product page. Ignore the purchase options for now. Focus on due diligence and click the Download Demo button. Congratulations! Your research lab now has its first test subject, ready for analysis. A scientist's results are only as good as their instruments. An incorrectly calibrated microscope leads to flawed observations. Similarly, an improperly configured strategy tester leads to flawed data and, ultimately, poor business decisions. This step is critical. We'll configure the strategy tester with institutional-grade precision, explaining each setting from a CEO's perspective. This ensures your data is reliable and your analysis is sound, laying the foundation for every decision you'll make going forward. Open the strategy tester in MetaTrader 5 by clicking View, then Strategy Tester, or pressing Ctrl+R. The Settings tab is your master control panel. Here, you'll select the EA to test, the market symbol, timeframe, historical period, modeling method, and deposit amount. Each setting is crucial. For example, selecting the right symbol ensures you're testing in the correct market context, while the timeframe determines your strategy's operational speed. Every detail matters for a professional, reliable backtest. The first setting is the Expert drop-down menu. Here, you select the Fractal Breakout EA demo. This loads your specific business logic into the testing environment, ensuring you're testing exactly what you intend to deploy. As a CEO, this is like hearing a candidate for a trial period. Only those who pass your tests move forward. This step ensures your research is focused and relevant. Next, select the market symbol Gold, or XAUSD. This defines the environment for your strategy market fit analysis. Remember, a strategy isn't universally good or bad. It's effective or ineffective within a specific context. Gold's volatile, high-momentum characteristics are very different from a quiet currency pair. By choosing the right symbol, you ensure your results are meaningful and applicable to your business goals. The timeframe setting determines the chart resolution your EA will analyze. For this experiment, select H4 4-hour chart. This choice shapes your strategy's philosophy. Lower timeframes mean high-frequency trading with lots of noise, while higher timeframes focus on major, more reliable price movements. Our hypothesis is that the fractal breakout strategy performs best by ignoring the noise and focusing on significant shifts visible on the H4 chart. Date setting is one of the most common areas of amateur self-deception. Always select a long, varied historical period for your backtest. Set the range from 20200101 to 20250923. This period includes extreme volatility, strong trends, and choppy, directionless markets. By stress testing your strategy against a brutal and varied economic history, you gain confidence in its robustness. Short backtests are misleading. Professionals demand a comprehensive sample. The modeling method is critical for scientific accuracy. Select every tick based on real ticks if available, or every tick as the minimum standard. Never use lower quality settings for a final study. Think of this as the resolution of your microscope. High-quality data gives you trustworthy results, while poor data leads to self-deception. For institutional-grade research, always demand the best data your broker can provide. Deposit setting defines your simulated startup capital. Set this to $500, matching your real-world business plan. Testing with unrealistic amounts, like $100,000, creates a dangerous illusion of safety. A realistic deposit forces the backtest to reveal the true risk and volatility of your strategy. This step ensures your results are practical and directly applicable to your actual trading. With all settings configured, your laboratory is now calibrated. Your instruments are precise, and your testing environment is defined with professional rigor. This attention to detail ensures that your upcoming experiments will yield reliable, actionable insights. You're now ready to begin the scientific process of strategy vetting, just like a top-tier CEO. Good scientist establishes a control group before introducing variables. We'll now run 4 distinct business models as separate experiments. Each model uses a different money management strategy, allowing you to see how each approach handles the same sequence of market events. This comparative analysis is the heart of your research, providing clear, data-driven insights into your option. The first experiment is the conservative model, serving as your control group. Set use money management to false, fix lots to 0.01, and use martingale to false. This measures the raw, unleveraged performance of the core strategy. By starting with the simplest approach, you establish a baseline for comparison. This model is all about predictability and survivability, the slow and steady path. Second experiment is the professional recovery model. Here, use money management remains false, fixed lots is 0.01, but use martingale is set to true. This isolates and measures the impact of the capped martingale function on the baseline performance. The goal is to see how aggressive recovery tactics affect both profits and risk. This model is more profitable but also more volatile, fighting back hard from losses. The third experiment is the natural compounding model. Set use money management to true, fixed lots to 0.01 ignored, and use martingale to false. This isolates the impact of the organic balance scaling compounding engine. The goal is to measure how dynamic lot sizing affects growth and risk. This model often delivers massive growth with managed organic risk, making it a powerful wealth-building approach. Fourth experiment is the full aggressive model. Both use money management and use martingale are set to true, with fixed lots at 0.01 ignored. This measures the combined, highly volatile impact of both compounding engines working together. The goal is to see the highest potential reward, but also the highest risk of early failure. This model is for those willing to accept significant volatility in pursuit of outsized gains. With your experiments complete, it's time to analyze and synthesize the data. The final step of any scientific process is to organize results and draw conclusions. Compile your 4 research reports into a single, comprehensive dossier. This allows for a clear, side-by-side comparison of your strategic options. Now, you're dealing with facts, not opinions or marketing claims, data you personally generated. Let's look at the master comparison table. For each business model, you'll see net profit, profit factor, maximum drawdown, both percentage and dollar, and the worst losing streak. The conservative model is simple and survivable. The professional recovery model is more profitable but more violent. Natural compounding offers massive growth with managed risk. The full aggressive model provides the highest potential reward, but also the highest risk. This table is your CEO's summary, clear, actionable intelligence for decision-making. One of the most important insights is that the number of trades, win rate, and maximum consecutive wins-losses are identical in every report. This proves that the underlying trading logic is the same in all experiments. The only variable is the money management strategy. This clarity allows you to focus on how different management approaches affect performance, without worrying about changes in the core logic. Pairing the conservative and professional recovery models reveals the martingale's true nature. Adding martingale increased net profit by 65%, but also nearly doubled the financial damage of the worst losing streak. Interestingly, it lowered the maximum drawdown percentage. This confirms martingale's primary function: aggressive, high-speed recovery. It helps you bounce back from losses faster, but the ride is much more volatile. Now, compare the conservative and natural compounding models. Simply enabling dynamic lot sizing caused net profit to explode by over 1,300%. The profit factor jumped, and the maximal drawdown percentage was the lowest of all models. This is a profound lesson. Patient, systematic, organic compounding is an incredibly powerful and efficient engine for wealth creation, often more so than aggressive tactics like martingale. Take a step back and appreciate what you've accomplished. You've moved beyond the majority of traders who operate on hope and joined the professional minority who operate on verifiable data. You didn't just read a chapter. You conducted a comprehensive, multivariable scientific experiment. You've gathered all the empirical evidence needed to make a sound, intelligent business decision. You now possess a complete dossier on your potential business venture. You understand its core profitability, inherent risks, worst-case scenarios, and how different management strategies can dramatically alter its performance. This dossier is your foundation for building a robust, data-driven business plan. You're no longer guessing. You're making informed decisions based on your own research. The data you generated in your own lab proves the initial hypothesis. The Fractal Breakout EA does have a positive statistical expectancy on the gold H4 market. This means the venture is statistically viable. You've moved from theory to evidence, from hope to certainty. This is the power of professional research and development. With your research phase complete, it's time to take this raw data and transform it into a formal, actionable business plan. The next step is to move from the R&D lab to the CFO's office, where you'll build the financial and operational blueprint for your new enterprise. This transition marks the beginning of your journey as a data-driven CEO. Armed with your dossier, you're ready to design a business plan that leverages your proven strategy. This plan will outline your operational approach, risk management, and growth targets. Every decision will be grounded in the data you've collected, ensuring your business is built on a foundation of evidence, not speculation. This entire process underscores the value of due diligence. By thoroughly vetting every strategy before committing capital, you protect your business from unnecessary risk and position yourself for long-term success. Due diligence isn't glamorous, but it's the backbone of every successful enterprise. Most traders operate on hope, chasing signals and reacting emotionally to the market. You've taken a different path, one grounded in professionalism and data. This shift in mindset is what separates successful CEOs from the rest. By relying on evidence, you make smarter, more consistent decisions. Technology like MetaTrader 5 Strategy Tester is a powerful ally. When used correctly, it transforms your approach from guesswork to scientific inquiry. By leveraging these tools, you gain insights that would be impossible to obtain otherwise, giving you a significant edge in the marketplace. The research lab isn't just for one-time experiments. It's a resource you'll return to again and again as you refine your strategies and adapt to changing market conditions. Continuous improvement is the hallmark of a resilient, successful business. Always be ready to test, analyze, and optimize. One of the most valuable outcomes of your experiments is a clear understanding of risk. By analyzing drawdowns, worst-case scenarios, and volatility, you can design risk management protocols that protect your capital and ensure the long-term viability of your business. With data on multiple money management models, you have the flexibility to choose the approach that best aligns with your goals and risk tolerance. Whether you prefer conservative growth or aggressive expansion, your research lab empowers you to make informed, strategic choices. Documenting every step of your research ensures transparency and repeatability. This is essential for accountability and for communicating your findings to stakeholders or partners. A well-documented process also makes it easier to revisit and refine your strategies in the future. Not every experiment will yield positive results, and that's okay. Learning from failed strategies is just as important as celebrating successful ones. Each failure provides valuable data, helping you avoid costly mistakes and improve your approach over time. Patience is a key virtue in research and business. Rushing through experiments or making decisions based on incomplete data can lead to disaster. Take the time to thoroughly vet every strategy, and you'll build a business that stands the test of time. The rigorous research process builds confidence, not just in your strategy, but in your ability to make sound decisions. This confidence is invaluable, especially during periods of market uncertainty. When you know your decisions are backed by data, you can act decisively and calmly. Sharing your research findings with your team or partners fosters collaboration and collective intelligence. By working together and pooling insights, you can uncover new opportunities and refine your strategies even further. Open communication is a hallmark of successful organizations. Markets are constantly evolving. The ability to adapt your strategies based on new data is crucial for long-term success. Your research lab gives you the tools to stay agile and responsive, ensuring your business remains competitive in any environment. Don't forget to celebrate your successes along the way. Each breakthrough, each validated hypothesis is a testament to your hard work and dedication. Recognizing these achievements keeps you motivated and focused on your long-term vision. Objectivity is essential in research. Avoid letting emotions or biases influence your analysis. Trust the data and be willing to adjust your approach based on what the evidence shows. This commitment to objectivity is what sets professionals apart from amateurs. Ultimately, the research lab is about cultivating the CEO mindset. It's about making decisions based on evidence, managing risk, and continuously seeking improvement. By embracing this approach, you position yourself and your business for sustainable, long-term success. As you move forward, remember that the journey doesn't end here. The skills and habits you've developed in your research lab will serve you well in every aspect of your business. Keep testing, keep learning, and keep striving for excellence. Your future as a data-driven CEO is just beginning.